Sup, y'all? Bring you guys another video. As you guys all saw, and I'm sure everybody has seen it already by now, we have ourselves a new WBC Super Featherweight Champion of the World, Oscar Valdez. Big props to him, man. Big props to him. Before I get more into the video, I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe for more boxing, and please hit that like button. It helps out the video. It helps out the channel. I'd really appreciate it. So, where do I start, man? Where do I start? Big congratulations to Oscar Valdez for proving a lot of people, including myself, wrong. Going into this fight, I chose Berchelt to win. I thought he was gonna go out there. I thought he was gonna be too strong, too big for Valdez. But the boxing skills, man, the boxing skills was just on point from Valdez. The way he was moving there, the way he was so elusive inside the ring, the way he was picking his shots, following up with his punches, the left freaking hook. Oh my goodness, man. It was just, he was on his A game. And big props to Eddie Reynoso, who Team Canelo for her. Oh my goodness. I'm pissed off because I didn't see it live on TV. I was at work when this fight took place. I was watching it, I was like round 7, and next thing you know, I had to do some work stuff, and then I was like, what the fudge? And then next thing I know, once I was done, I went back to start watching, and then I learned that it was by knockout, and I missed it. I missed the one punch knockout from Mr. Valdez. Big left hook is a punch that he's been landing throughout the entire fight. He hurt Berchelt with it in the fourth, if I remember correctly, it was the 4th round. Berchelt was all over the place. His legs weren't there. He was able to survive that round. He got a technical knockdown where the ropes held him up, and he stayed up there, and he kept fighting on, and he showed a lot of heart and determination to keep fighting on after the 4th round, Mr. Berchelt. But he still was getting hit with big punches, and he got hurt again in the 9th. Got dropped again in the 9th. A lot of people thought he should have been stopped after that round, but the ref and his corner, Berchelt, I guess, thought he still had what it takes to pull off the big win, and Valdez landed that left hook. Beautiful too, man. I mean, he was dodging slipping punches before he threw that left hook clean right at the button. A lot of people, it reminded a lot of people about it reminded a lot of people of the Marquez versus Pacquiao knockout. If you guys remember, it was a big knockout where Pacquiao fell face first, and similar to this one, Berchelt fell face first. And it looks like he's doing okay from what I've read so far. It looks like he's been cleared off the hospital, and everything is fine with Berchelt. Obviously, devastated that he lost, but still, man, spectacular knockout from Valdez. Definitely the knockout of the year so far. It's gonna be tough, very tough to top this one. Especially at this level of the sport, a championship fight where two guys, very a lot of achievements leading up to a fight, very high up there in the rankings. It's gonna be tough to top this knockout by Valdez. With this loss, Berchelt now has suffered his 2nd loss in his pro career. Hasn't lost a fight since 2014. So it's been a while since he lost, and now that he lost, it's gonna be. I mean, I've definitely seen Berchelt bouncing back from this. He's 29 years old, so he'll definitely bounce back. Maybe move up in weight. I mean, he kind of looks super drained in the weigh in, but I think he'll be back. I mean, with his style, he has a very exciting style. I mean, he loves to come forward, loves to throw hands, loves to exchange. But yeah, against a technical fighter like Valdez, I guess it's I really thought he could have done it, man. I really thought Berchelt had the toughness and the power to do it, but completely forgot how skilled Valdez is. And like I said, I think a major part of it has to do with Eddie Reynoso and the team. They definitely came up with the game plan and everything, and it worked out well for them. 29-0 now, 23 wins coming by way of knockout. The WBC Super Featherweight Champion of the World, the new WBC Super Featherweight Champion of the World, still undefeated. There's a reason why he's undefeated. Can't believe I doubted him, man. I can't believe I doubted Oscar Valdez. If you guys remember back in the day when I was making videos, back when he started fighting back in 2012, because I've been following him since 2012. Basically, around the time I started making YouTube videos. I've always said that he'll be the next big thing from Mexico. I've always said that. I can't believe I doubted him. Can't believe I doubted him. Not anymore. Not anymore. Oh man, that was just crazy, man. This is crazy knockout. Oh my goodness. When it comes to what's next, if we look at the rankings, 130 pounds, obviously it needs to be updated. Berchelt is no longer the champion. Oscar Valdez is. Shakur Stevenson's moving up in the ranks. I believe Shakur Stevenson mentioned Valdez, and Valdez mentioned Shakur Stevenson. So we might see that fight sometime down the line. Right now, Shakur Stevenson is actually the mandatory for the WBO. He's pretty much next in line to fight the winner of Jamel Herring versus Carl Frampton. And I guess if Frampton wins that fight, I could definitely see Shakur fighting Frampton, and then um, you know chances are Stevenson might beat Frampton. I mean, let's be honest. And then we could definitely see a unification fight between Shakur and Oscar Valdez probably later this year. Maybe, maybe. But that all depends on the results for Frampton Herring. Because I'm pretty sure if Herring wins, I'm not sure if him and Stevenson can fight each other because I think they're like part of the same stable. Correct me if I'm, no, or not. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Maybe they might be able to make that fight. I don't think. I was thinking that Shakur was part of Crawford's team, but I don't think he is. Correct me if I'm wrong. So I could see Stevenson versus Herring happening actually, but the likelihood of Frampton versus Stevenson happening is a lot higher in my opinion. Um, but yeah, some good stuff out there. I mean, right now Valdez. I mean, if he wants to rest, go for it. I mean, he said that he wants to just go back home, be with his family, and he deserves it, man. But after that knockout, oh man, it's definitely gonna be tough to top it. It really is. Miguel Berchelt. It's not the end of the world for Miguel Berchelt. It's just back to the drawing board for him. Um, I still think he can compete against the likes of Jojo Diaz, Jamel Herring, Frampton, Chris Colbert, um, Tank. There's some really good fights out there for him, for Berchelt. But I think he should just take an easy fight for his next fight, just to see where he's at, because that knockout was pretty devastating. Who knows? He might not be the same fighter. Apparently, he said some comments in the corner of during this fight, saying like he doesn't think. I just came across it on Twitter, like something around the lines that he doesn't think he can continue with the fight sometime towards the later part of the fight. So who knows, man? Maybe the mentality is no longer there for Berchelt after this loss, because that was a devastating knockout. When Pacquiao was able to bounce back from it, so if Pacquiao can do it, then I guess Berchelt can do it as well. A lot of fighters can bounce back from it. It's just a matter of that mentality of the fighter. So anyway, if you saw the fight, if you saw the knockout, let me know what did you guys think about it in the comment section below. I'll play that. Oh, another thing I want to discuss is a lot of people didn't like the way Oscar Valdez was running around the ring, celebrating while Berchelt was knocked out. The way I see it, I mean, if you're gonna do something exciting, if you've been in competitive sports, if you've been actually playing, or if you win something in a sport, you want to celebrate, you know, especially for something like this where you knocked out an opponent that everybody thought you were gonna get knocked out by, and you win a world championship fight. You gotta celebrate. You gotta release that energy. And I didn't mind Valdez running around. I mean, obviously, um, you know, there's some concern for Berchelt's health, but at the same time, you can't blame Valdez for running around and celebrating. And you can't blame him. I mean, who expected him to do a one-punch knockout win to Berchelt? Who expected that? I mean, tell me. Exactly. So for him to pull it off, you gotta celebrate, man. You gotta celebrate. I mean, in the end, Berchelt's fine. So, obviously, if he died or something, I mean, that would look bad. But like I said, you can't in competitive sports. If you win something, you gotta celebrate. So, anyway, I'll play again the clip of that knockout because you gotta see that again, man. That was pretty cool knockout. I just put a little clip of it in the end. So let me know your thoughts. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And like always, have a great day. All right, thanks.
what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, baby.